What's up, everybody? Good morning. I'm just going to answer a couple questions. So, I've been asked more than once if this is my business with LifeWave, and no, I can't take the credit and inventing something so amazing, because really what I sell is something that someone invented that has been changing lives. And so no, it's not my business. It's I'm a distributor, but you'll notice that I run it as your own business, and that's what's so beautiful about LifeWave and about businesses like this. But on other businesses like this, I've just never seen this what's the word, compensation plan. I've never seen people be taken care of like the way we have been. I've never seen or sold something that has just so beneficial for people, and that's one of the reasons why you're going to see me doing this forever, because it's just something that is truly making a difference in people's lives. I'm able to make an impact in people's lives. I'm able to help people, and literally, my kids, when they were younger, asked me, "Dad, if you had a superpower, what would it be?" And I said, I would heal people. And this product that I've been selling has literally been helping people. It's been taking pains away. I mean, Mike just said a couple days ago that his sciatic, that he didn't feel it at all. Like this is something that like he feels all the time, always in pain. He was very desperate, and he said that he wasn't feeling it at all. And so when you hear testimonies like that, that's what fuels the passion in doing your sales. For me, I mean, I can't sell something that I don't see people benefiting from. Like for me, I have to see a difference. I have to see I'm making an impact. I have to see that what I'm selling is helping people, not anchoring them down or putting them in debt or things like that. Like I have to see that what people are buying from me is worth it. And it has been for everyone I've sold it to, and it's just been truly amazing. So so for the people that have asked about the business and things like that, so with Moody Blue Express, I've had my company for 7 years in January. I made a lot of mistakes. I made a lot of mistakes. I grew too fast. I just got all this overhead. There's so many mistakes that I made that I'm here fixing up and cleaning up the mistakes now. But with LifeWave, it's a new business. It's a new business that I'm able to put in whatever direction I want to personally impact my family and I's and others people's lives. And so I had the goal that when I got started, that okay, when you start a business, you have to put money in to make money. It's the same thing. It's the same thing as running a business. And that's the thing, is if you want flexible hours, if you want to work for yourself, if you are someone who has a hard time with just disrespectful bosses, disrespectful managers, if you are someone that just hates what you do, and you want to invest in yourself, invest in your future, then this really is like a beautiful opportunity. And that's what this video is I've had a couple people now message me on, not just like, "Hey Kyle, I'm interested in buying these patches," but now I'm getting people asking me like, "Hey Kyle, how does this run as a business? Like, how does it work? Is it your business?" And I've had people ask that. So again, it's not my business. It was invented by David Smith, and he gives us the opportunity to go and sell these patches. He gives us the opportunity to start this and run this as our own business. You can literally work as much as you want and make as much money as you want and sell to as many people as you want and go make an impact in as many lives as you want. Or you can, completely take it easy and barely do anything, and then you get obviously lower income. So you really have that flexibility, and that's what makes it so beautiful. I got into this job because my company is very up and down. We have moments where we're busy, moments where we're slow, but then I have to be on call all the time, and so it makes it really hard for me to work anywhere because nobody wants my business interfering with that job. And so I just got to a point, I'm like, gosh, man, like, what am I going to do here? It's like I can't let go of Moody Blue, and I also can't get a job because it's just too interfering. And then I get a job, and then what do you know? I have to go because someone called for an airport run, and it's last minute, and they're in a neighborhood that could like literally make an impact if I'm not there for them. So with that being said, I got into LifeWave, and the cheapest package that you can do is 300. And so what my wife and I did was we bought 300, but they say to wear the patch a month for every decade that you live. So I got a little worried. I'm like, well, can't really afford more than 3 months, and technically I should be wearing this patch for 3.5 months. So if I'm the only one that wears it, and nothing happens for 3 months, like, then it's not going to be beneficial, and I don't know how I'm going to sell if nothing happens for me. And so I told my wife that, hey, let's split the 3 months in a month and a half, because there are people that have had testimonies within minutes, within days, within weeks. But just in case nothing happens for me for the first 30 days, why don't we split it a month and a half? So if something happens for both of us, then we have two testimonies. But if something happens for one of us, at least we have one of us that has a testimony. So that's how we got started. We got into 300. We split the three, and 300 pays for 3 months of your supplies. And so we went and split that 3 months, a month and a half. And within days, we started seeing stuff happen. And so it really just started like, okay, this is like the real deal. So then from there, we sold it to our first person. And the first person I sold it to, she was really desperate for her dad. Her dad was in a lot of pain, had a stroke a few years ago, and has been paralyzed for a couple years. And she was wondering if there was any testimonies of people have had seizures and strokes. And there is all kinds of crazy, freakishly amazing testimonies out there. So she came over, we prayed over her, and that's one thing too, is I'm a big Jesus believer, I'm a big Christian, and anything like this I gotta do in prayer. So my wife, kids were here, we prayed over her, and her son was right there with her. And she went on her way and got her dad on these patches, and within a couple days she had results with her dad, and it has been life-changing. And now it's not just her dad. I mean, it's her dad, it's her mom, it's her sons, it's her aunt. I mean, she's just got so many people already having things happen in her life. And so now we've sold it to, I don't know, 10 to 12 people now that have been using it. And literally there's just been so many testimony after testimony. So when you run this as a business, you are using this now. If you're somebody who's like one of the kids that's messaging me right now, he's a teenager. I don't know if he has anything at his age already, but if he has a mom, a grandma, or a grandpa, or something like that, he could go and get involved, spend that 300, and he could do a month and a half with him and a month and a half with his grandma or parents or somebody. You don't necessarily, I mean, really everyone can use this, because the thing is even if you don't have any things now, there's no question that you're going to have things later, because this is stem cell technology. And stem cells, half your stem cells go dormant when you're in your 30s, and then 90% of your stem cells go dormant in your 60s. So really, because your stem cells are about to go to sleep, about to go night, this is good to have for anybody, because your body is literally going to start healing itself from the inside out. So but yeah, so if you're someone younger like the one that's messaging me, this is something that you can go and start up. And again, this is something where it's just for me, and looking at what's happened already, it is like one of the easiest businesses, because they literally have everything for you. They have trainings for you. You can go online, you can watch all the trainings. They have so many things that you can just copy paste. A lot of this is testimonies. You're literally just sharing testimonies. You're literally just listening to people. I pray to God to be bringing people in front of me, and I usually just try to listen to people. If I hear someone talk about back pain, I send testimonies of back pain. If I hear someone like my driver Mike, having sciatic issues, I go I go and send testimonies for sciatic. Whatever people are dealing with, you're just listening and sharing testimonies with them. So it's really just a copy-paste business, and then you sell product, and then you get amazing testimonies, and then you feel amazing because what you're doing is making an impact on people, and it literally becomes like your favorite job. I mean, that's really like where I'm at. And here's another crazy thing. Is running a business, running Moody Blue, when you put money in, your first goal is to cover your overhead. So these patches, the only overhead I have is $300. And what's amazing is technically we're using it, it's like going and starting a business, but you're using like all the supply. Am I really going to get money back when I'm using all the money that I'm spending? Like, Like that's crazy. But yeah, no, we did. And that's what's amazing is we got in, and now we're at a point where we got our money back, and our next order didn't cost us anything. So anyone that's going to sign up under me, that's my goal for you. That I'm going to help you in that direction. My colleagues are going to help you in that direction. Our goal is what you spend. Let's just get what you spend back to you. And what I do is I have my LifeWay e-wallet and everything. I have my money in there, and I just don't touch it. That's just something that I'm just not even going to touch. And so that money in LifeWave, I spent it and it went back in there, and now it's just building and building. And then the next order that we needed, because we were running out of patches and we wanted to try more patches. Like today, I'm wearing X39, and then I have Eon right here. And so I'm wearing two different patches that are, just amazing combination with repairing my stem cells, and or waking up my stem cells. And and so with that being said, we ordered more stuff. We ordered IceWave because IceWave is, we definitely don't take that every day. That's just something that when you get in severe pain, kind of like when someone takes a lower tab, or someone takes like a heavy pain reliever. That's what IceWave is. You put IceWave exactly where the pain is, and boom, like it's crazy. It's good. That's actually how Mike got rid of his sciatic. Is he wore X39 and IceWave, and boom, his pain's gone. So, but my point is I spent money in, we got the money back. We got more money building up in there. We wanted to try something else. We got that, and then now that has already been turned, and that's staying self-efficient. Well, now that we have what we need and what we want, well, now it's just going to become profitable. Everything else is just going to keep building, and that's where you're making profit, and that's what's really amazing. But making profit and doing your sales, there's nothing to feel bad about, because you're literally going out there working. Nobody works for free. If anyone wants to go say, oh, so you're doing this for money and things like that, do you go to work for free? Like, of course I am working. I am taking this job seriously. I am working. But the amazing feeling about this business is, again, I can't be a car salesman, because I know that you have to mark things up to a point where the moment you take a car off the lot, you are paying more money. Now, there's obviously pros. There's pros. You got you just have dealerships have your back in some ways. They give you warranties. Different things like that. I love Mountainland Auto Sales. So there's just really great people, and I feel like people can really be happy working there, because they know that what they're selling, Shane really inspects and does everything to make sure that he sells good cars. So there's certain people I can go work for, right? But there's other people I can't work for, because they're just taking the car, trading, and putting it right back out. Just go clean it, wash it up, and things like that. There are some jobs that you can go and work for where you don't really feel good doing it, because you don't really know how much these people are benefiting from it, or if there's going to be a default, there's going to be a problem with what you're selling. With LifeWave, there is no question, and what we are selling is good, amazing, natural. I mean, we have an 81-year-old who is on 13 medications, and in 10 months, not on any medications. Imagine being 81 with no medications. Gosh, we got people starting in 20s, already needing to be medicated, already needing prescriptions. Imagine being 81, no medications, because of what we sell. Like for me, it's not just a sell, it's a passion and helping people stay around. There was a dad, I'm going to close out with this. There was a dad that struggled walking his daughter down the aisle. His feet were hurting. He's got, I think it's called neuropathy. His feet were really hurting. And he was having a hard time with this. And so he walks her down the aisle, barely goes and does that. The rest of the wedding, he sat. And really, he was getting into a depressed mind state, because, here he is. He's not that old. But he barely walk his daughter down the aisle. He could barely do anything. He had to sit the whole wedding. He literally was getting to a bad point mentally, because he just didn't like where he was at in life. Now that guy, he's doing crazy things. He's doing things he never imagined he could do, because of wearing this patch. So for me, I want to help more dads walk daughters down the aisles. I want to help more grandparents be there for their grandkids. I want to help more parents be there for their kids. I want to help that 50 or 40-year-old that feels like a 60 to 80-year-old. I want to help them feel young again. Like there's so much passion in this that if you want to jump in this as a business and you love people and you love helping people and you feel good at making an impact in people's lives, this is a job for you. Hit me up. All right, guys. God bless you. See ya.